Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Aidanne, and the topic I'm going to share with you all today is about understanding the gut-brain axis and how it affects your health. So one of the key philosophies in naturopathic medicine is that much of what ails us is rooted in the gut. And it's interesting that more recently, the GI tract has been considered the body's second brain. That's because the GI tract is responsible for not only helping us to break our foods down to sustain us with adequate nutrition, but it also sends signals to other organs and systems such as the brain and central nervous system, which help to regulate our mood, our cognitive function, and just our activities of daily life. So in the literature, there's a well-established bidirectional path of signals that are sent between the gut and the brain, allowing the two to communicate with each other. So what we eat, how we eat, our genetics, and our microbiome all have an intricate role to play in this process. If we eat foods that don't agree with us, or if we eat too quickly, or eat when we're stressed, there are many factors that could affect this. But ultimately, this could result in poor digestion that leads to inflammation in the lining of the GI tract. So this inflammation can then send a cascade of irritation and immune responses that ultimately send off this danger signal in the body. And once that danger signal is sent, one of the byproducts of that process is what's called an inflammasome. Inflammasome complex lead to more inflammation, and actually they can contribute to the formation of pores in the lining of both the GI tract and the blood-brain barrier, both of which are barriers. So they're meant to protect us from invaders from our environment. And so you can kind of quickly see how this can become problematic. So ultimately, this inflammation can cause, not only imbalances in how we're able to absorb our nutrients, but it can also cause imbalances in the community of beneficial microbes that live within our intestines. So these microbes, this community, plays a really key role in how our digestive, immune, hormone, and nervous systems develop and function. So excuse me. So in addition to helping us better absorb our key nutrients that support our mood, such as vitamin B12, vitamins B6, iron, and zinc, this community of microbes can produce chemical messengers that get sent to the brain, and these are known as neurotransmitters. So you're probably familiar with some neurotransmitters already, such as like epinephrine, which it can be very excitatory or put you into the state of excitement, or dopamine, which promotes more of a sense of pleasure. So most people don't know this, but and it's actually quite remarkable that about 90% of our happiness hormone, serotonin, actually is produced by these microbes in the gut. And serotonin helps quite a number of things, but ultimately it helps us have a good mood, it helps our sleep cycles, can help improve our appetite and our libido too. So it's a really important neurotransmitter that is made mostly in our gut that gets sent to our brain. So again, there's a key piece in this connection. So when we're thinking then about the serotonin piece, just to break this down, in the management of neuropsychiatric concerns such as major depressive disorder, generalized anxiety, bipolar, schizophrenia, a plethora of conditions, you can see how this balance of the flora that are in our intestines can play an important piece in that picture. And it's not just important in more of those neuropsychiatric conditions. The literature also shows that there are just inherent imbalances in this community of flora in those living with more neurodegenerative conditions such as Alzheimer's and Parkinson's, or autoimmune conditions such as multiple sclerosis, and of course more of our GI related conditions such as IBS, constipation, diarrhea, or irritable bowel disease, which can be either Crohn's or ulcerative colitis. So all of those conditions in the literature have been shown to have altered communities of these flora compared to our healthy controls. So it's hard to really pinpoint what's the chicken and what's the egg here. Is it more this imbalance that's causing the issues throughout the rest of the body? Or is there more of that either anxiety or the MS that is then as a reaction causing issues in the gut bug balance? So it's hard to know, but either way, it's very clear that there is an intricate interplay between both the integrity of the GI tract and the balance in signals that's sent between the brain. So fermented foods and probiotics are common recommendations that I make in my practice for this reason. So that said, not all probiotics are considered equal, and you will want to make sure to speak to a trained healthcare professional to make sure of what dose, what strains, and which products might be a best fit for your specific health needs. So if you are interested in connecting, I've got my phone number here. It would be a pleasure to learn more about your health goals and see how maybe some of this information may apply for you as well. So I hope you found this information useful, and I hope to hear from you soon. Take care.